I sell accounting services to real estate entrepreneurs,
Okay.
so property managers, developers. We're doing 250K this year. We're only 11 months in.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. I would like to be at, 100K per month,
Cool.
right? I think what's stopping me is not enough leads.
Yeah.
I've been doing like cold DMs,
Yeah.
cold email, and people here told me to do more of those things, but I'm kind of tapped out. Like, it's becoming a mess.
You personally?
No, like software, and I have a VA that's helping me.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what to do to get
Okay.
more leads.
Yeah. So, so you sell to real estate professionals, and when you say real estate, okay. DMs via social media?
Yeah, LinkedIn, Instagram. LinkedIn is really what's driving it.
Okay.
I'd say. I also do podcasts, like I guest on podcasts.
Uh-huh.
It's been 4. That's gotten me some clients as well. It's really been like a spread across all those things. And
Yeah, that's
none
okay,
of them
though.
is,
Yeah. So, do you have somebody else who's doing the actual services?
Well, yeah, like an offshore team that takes care of 95% of the heavy lifting.
So you're just in charge of acquisition, primarily.
That's-
Like you need to market it.
I still do a lot of fulfillment, like I review the files and everything, but like all of the heavy lifting, the bookkeeping and everything, that's pretty much taken
What
care
percentage
of.
of your time is going towards front end versus back end?
Too much on the back end,
Okay.
for sure. And that's what I realized when you focus on the constraint, that
Yeah.
you do more front end.
Yeah.
That was like my main takeaway from this,
Good.
but where on the front end, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, okay. So one, LinkedIn should be able to allow you to scale more in terms of your outbound efforts. You can go through Sales Navigator and then basically create.
I can only do 150 connection messages though.
I think
but-
you can do more. I feel like like there's a way.
Yeah, I could,
You
I
have
could,
not
I could
capped
create another
LinkedIn.
account and then
Not
like, have a burner
no, like big
account.
companies use LinkedIn and they're not like capping at your sales velocity.
Do they do cold DMs or do they do ads?
No, I know they're not. I'm talking from a DM's perspective.
Yeah.
No, ads, obviously, you can scale like pretty
Yeah.
straightforward.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, there is a solution. I'm just not the one who's like DMing every day, and so I
Yeah.
don't know the click here
Okay.
answer to that. But there is a solution. That being said, in order, I would still go back to front on this, which is that like you have to get more of your time back because right now I can feel. This is me just not overstepping. I feel the stress. You know what I mean of what's going on. And the good news is this, man. Like it's been 11 months. You have a business doing 250 grand a year. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So congrats.
Thank you.
But in terms of the way to get customers, if LinkedIn is working really well for you, I'm very confident that there's a way to do more. But if for some reason the gods of LinkedIn have just banned you from doing this, then running LinkedIn ads might just be the next best thing. Because if all the people are already there, you already know what the targeting is, and you already know what the offer is, because you can use basically the same structure that you use in the DMs, you just do it at scale via LinkedIn, then that might just be the kind of the next best bet. You may be able to, whoever is really good at LinkedIn ads, you may be able to do ads that go to message. Is that true? Can you do that?
You can use Tripify, and actually you can surpass the limit of messages you can send out.
There's a way. And you have a will.
And you can also run ads, actually. So
Okay.
if you want, we can talk.
Appreciate it. Thank you very
No,
much.
but I say to say like, so this is a better meta thing here is that you have so little time and attention. Like this was a 60-second figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll bet you if you had all your time back, you would have figured this out in one day. Right. That you could have done more DMs. But it's like you're barely getting those done. And then it's like it's not coming in fast enough, and then you've got fires on the back end. But you're not doing anything wrong. It's just this is the season. And so whenever you start a business, you always incur debt. And it's something that like it took me a long time to understand this. Every business incurs debt. It's just which debt you want to incur. And so you will either incur talent debt, like you don't have any good people, right? You'll incur technological debt. So you have like no IT systems in place. You'll incur financial debt if you wanted to take money on. And sometimes if you take money on, then it allows you to get the IT infrastructure in place, get talent that you otherwise couldn't afford.
Yeah.
But then you have to pay the financial debt back. So it's really just which debt do I want to incur and which one is easier for me to pay back. And so right now, you've chosen, I'm not saying it's wrong, to take on technical debt and talent debt as the primary two types of debt. And so you're paying it right now in how you're working. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so the stress that you're feeling is normal. and it will, this may sound terrible, but it will go away at like never. And it'll just change. You'll just have bigger problems. But yeah, so, but I just want you to, like, you're not doing anything wrong. I think there are ways to scale the outbound. In order to do that, you still need to get the back end fixed, which is what we do is we look at a timed calendar. We map out all the minutes of the day. We try and block those into what are the activities that we're doing that have the lowest leverage, give those to somebody else, and then you need to spend it as quickly as possible. You need to get to like 6 hours a day of promotion. Okay. And you basically need to keep doing that until you're probably at about between 1 and 3 million a year. And then you'll have the additional cash flow to be able to bring somebody else in who's high level, who can take some of this load off of you. I'm guessing you don't have an operator.
No, I need
Right,
one,
yeah.
But not right now.
So this is kind of like there's no right way up the mountain.
Right.
This will apply to a lot of you. There are, like, you can see this with math. So it's not like theory here. Like, let's say you're doing $1 million top line and you have 25% margins. Good business, $250,000 in profit. Okay. Well, if I want to bring in somebody who's really good to help me out, I have two options. I can either do that person's job and then work 18 hours a day and then still have money so I can feed myself, or I bring that person in, have no profit, because the cost of somebody who's like that is 180, 200, whatever, maybe some upside. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like my profit's gone. Mm-hmm. And so that's why that period is so terrible, because either you're working yourself to death or your business feels like it's on thin ice, because if you hiccup, you lose money. And so that's why we call it the swamp.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, you just, like, the good news is that every entrepreneur has been there before you, and you will make it.
Thanks, appreciate it.
If you're a business owner and you are not growing as fast as you'd like, I'd like to give you a free gift. So my team and I put together the $100 million scaling roadmap, which is basically 200 hours of us looking over all the portfolio companies we've had and what stages of growth they went through, and more importantly, where they got stuck and how they got past it. And so we broke it into these 10 stages, and we made this little kind of quiz thing where if you put in your business information, it'll tell you where you're at, and the most important part for you, what to do for each of the functions of the business across product, marketing, sales, customer success, recruiting, IT, human resources, and finance. And so no matter what you're struggling with, someone else has already struggled with it and solved it. And so I'd like to give you this thing absolutely free. You can go to acquisition.com/roadmap, plug in your business information. And if you want us to actually help you deconstrain the business and you're trying to scale, we'd love to help you out. On the thank you page, you can just book a call with my team, and we will look at the business, see if we can help. And if we can, we'll invite you out to Vegas, and we'll do this in person live.